Chinese are flocking to Hong Kong and Macau for mRNA vaccines. Airlines resurrect ancient jumbo jet to meet demand. New artificial pancreases revolutionizes diabetes treatment. TikTok weight loss trend causes global diabetes drug shortage. Future retirement ages by 2060 up in the air. Most visited countries announced. Insects as food seen as having surprising benefits. Ronaldo and girlfriend may be allowed to break Saudi Arabian law.
Hello, I'm Johnny. Thank you for joining us on FUNDAY News. It's Tuesday, January 17th, and here are your top stories. More and more people from mainland China are rushing to Hong Kong, Macau, and Singapore to get messenger RNA and mRNA vaccines, which are not yet approved by Xi Jinping. Western mRNA vaccines have been found to be more effective than Chinese jabs in preventing infection and serious illness. Chief Medical Officer of Virtus, Samuel Kwok, said his company has received over 300 queries about the vaccines, adding that they expect more mainlanders to arrive in Hong Kong in the near future.
The Financial Times reported that China's CITIC Bank Corporation, a state-owned bank in Hong Kong, is offering its customers one shot of an mRNA vaccine if they deposit at least 4 million Hong Kong dollars or $512,200 US into an account. Travel group Eastern Holding is also offering packages for vaccine trips to Hong Kong that will include hotel and plane bookings, as well as transportation to vaccine clinics. Hong Kong has said it would not provide free COVID jabs to short-term travelers. In addition, it is demanding that visitors stay a minimum of 30 days to get a booster dose.
As global air travel comes roaring back from its pandemic-induced slump, some carriers are finding that many of their new generation aircraft outfitted with enough business and first-class berths are either late for delivery or still awaiting regulatory approval. Carriers have been forced to revive an older model. Deutsche Lufthansa AG plans to bring back 5 more of its Airbus SE340 jets, some almost 2 decades old, to offer first-class seating ahead of the peak summer season.
Thai Airways International PCL, which in 2021 said it planned to phase out all its A380 double-decker along with its Boeing 747 jumbos, is mulling a return of the A380 in 2024. Qantas Airways, Etihad Airways, Korean Airlines, and Singapore Airlines, which grounded their A380s during the pandemic, have also brought them back. Dubai's Emirates is refreshing 67 older A380s with new interior and premium economy sections. Qatar is bringing back most of A380 double-deckers that have been parked in the California desert.
The UK's National Health Service, NHS, held a world-first trial of the technology last year, fitting hundreds of adults and children with type 1 diabetes with an artificial pancreas, and found that the technology was more successful than any other device currently available to manage the disease. The technology was then approved by the National Institute for Health and Care Excellence, NICE, who called for the NHS to agree to a cost-effective price for the device, which currently costs around £5,744 or around $212,351 NT dollars.
So the artificial pancreas comprises 3 things.
The technology, which combines an app developed at the University of Cambridge called CAM-APS-FX, with a glucose monitor and an insulin pump, was found to help patients safely and effectively manage their blood sugar levels. Professor Partha Carr, a national specialty advisor for diabetes at NHS England, said this technology has been proven to give the best control for managing type 1 diabetes and should make things like amputation, blindness, and kidney problems possibly a thing of the past.
Ozempic is an injectable drug produced by the Danish company Novo Nordisk that regulates blood sugar levels and insulin. It's usually prescribed to adults suffering from type 2 diabetes, the most common type of diabetes. But the diabetes drug is facing shortages worldwide and causing health concerns as social media users boast its properties as a wonder weight loss hack. Even Twitter's new boss, the billionaire Elon Musk, has credited Ozempic alongside a similar drug, Wegovy, as one of the reasons he shed 13 kilograms.
I mean, if I'm 60 pounds lighter now than I was a year ago.
Because the drug's active ingredient, semaglutide, targets areas of the brain that regulates appetite and food, it makes users feel full faster. It can lead them to lose weight. Ozempic was not licensed for weight loss, but in 2021, the US FDA approved semaglutide, its active ingredient, under the brand name Wegovy for chronic weight management in adults with obesity or overweight with at least one related condition, such as high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, or high cholesterol.
I always needed time on my own. I never thought I'd be here.
I take your blessings with your heartaches too. It's so easy and so wonderful to know it's you.
学习，一切从今天开始。FUNDAY 英语。
According to the OECD data set and the Pensions at a Glance 2020 report, while currently EU average retirement age stands at 64.3 years for men and 63.5 years for women, OECD estimates that the normal retirement age will increase by about 2 years on average by the mid-2060s in the countries it includes. Denmark is projected to have the highest retirement age at 74 years for both men and women. In many countries, the future actual retirement age might be around 65 or even 66 years of age.
France has one of the lowest retirement ages in Europe at 62.
In the EU, the retirement age is expected to be 66.1 years for men and 65.9 years for women by 2060. Currently, retirement ages include two types, early and actual. For men, early retirement ages vary from 59 years in Lithuania to 63.7 years in Germany. For women, it ranges from 58 years in Lithuania to 63.7 years in Germany. Actual retirement ages for men, it ranges from 52 years in Turkey to 67 years in Norway and Iceland. For women, it is 49 years in Turkey, whereas Norway and Iceland have the highest retirement ages of 67 years.
Over 500 million tourists visit Europe each year, but of which of its 44 countries do they choose to go to? Global data and analytics and consulting company has crunched the numbers to find out which is Europe's most visited country. Spain claimed the top spot in 2021, but France is on track to overtake it, having welcomed 66.6 million international visitors in 2022. France has often claimed the top spot over the years, and now it is also set to reclaim its title as the most visited country in the world.
France has always been one of the favorite tourist places to visit, not only in Europe, but all over the world.
Global data found France is not only popular with travelers from Europe itself, especially the UK, Germany, and Belgium, but it is also popular with visitors from further afield, including China and the United States. The company has predicted that France will attract an estimated 93.7 million international travelers a year by 2025. Cementing its title as the most visited country in the world. Its new sleeper trains to be launched this year will take passengers from Paris to Vienna, Berlin, and Milan, and in 2024 to Barcelona.
Two pairs of academics are making the case for using insects as a food source in Perspectives pieces published in the journal Science. In the first paper, the authors note that eating insects can provide many nutritional benefits and require fewer resources to raise than livestock, making them a prime green alternative. In the second paper, the authors suggest that replacing conventional feed with feed made from insects would free up large parcels of land now used to grow food for livestock.
This rate of growth is exponential, and while it has slowed down slightly, this still leaves a massive population with increasing needs for food, water, and living space.
The second paper suggests the feed made from insects would also be healthier food source for animals. Moreover, farming insects is likely to become more feasible as the planet continues to warm. In both articles, the authors argue that the only factor holding back the use of insects as a food source is the will to do so by those producing the food. As the global population rises and the land available for growing more food becomes more scarce, the authors all agree that insects could provide the answer.
The Portuguese superstar Cristiano Ronaldo recently completed a mega money move to the Middle East, joining the Saudi Arabian team Al Nassr FC on a 2.5-year deal worth an estimated 200 million euros a year. He also took his Spanish supermodel and social media influencer girlfriend, Georgina Rodriguez, with him. One big question looms: will they be allowed to live together in the country?
Ronaldo's family has also joined him in Saudi Arabia, and reportedly he will be breaking a law.
Saudi Arabia is known for its strict laws and cultural customs, and one of them forbids unmarried individuals from living with each other. But that could all be about to change, at least if you're Cristiano Ronaldo. Saudi legal experts have reportedly confirmed that the Saudi authorities will turn a blind eye to accommodate one of the greatest football players of all time, allowing him and his partner to live together in their first luxury property. Spanish news outlet EFE said that Ronaldo's status makes punishment highly unlikely.
FUNDAY News will help you sharpen your English skills and keep you informed about international current events. If you want to know more about our other programs and keep learning about the world's most important topics in English, please click the link in the description below to join FUNDAY for free. I'm Johnny Wu, your host. I'll see you next time.